Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and today we are going to be making the the simple Margarite stitch washcloth. Um, this is another new one coming out of my book, 500 crochet stitches. With this, it is to make a chain on this. It's a count of 2, so then plus 1, and then actually plus 3. I, you know. So anyway, so making it even, and it's an odd number no matter what you're doing here. Okay, so we're going to go to 29. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so we've got 29 chains. And what we're going to do is we're going to do spike loops. And now I know I've never done a spike loop before, so I just learned this today and thought this was interesting. We're going to go in the second chain from the hook, and we're going to bring up a spike loop, and that means you're bringing it up high off of here, okay? So you can see that. Then you're going to go to the next one and do the same thing, okay? So we're spiking them up, and then we're going to skip the next one, and in the 5th chain we're going to bring up another spike. And so now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to go all 4 of those, and you're going to chain 1, okay? So there is the first Margarite stitch done. So now we're going to, in this chain 1, if you go underneath it right in there and grab that, spike your stitch there. Then in the stitch, the last stitch that we went into, or the last chain, we're going to do that one, and then you're going to skip the next one, and so you'll have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through all 4. Chain 1. So now we're going to go inside this chain 1 on this side of it and grab. It's just so much easier to do that. And then you're going to go into the last one that we went in. We're spiking these up, and then we're going to skip the next one and then go into that next one, and then go through all 4. And so you're always going to have 4 loops to go through. So again, we're starting in our chain 1 space in the last stitch that we went in, and we're going to skip 1 and go into the next and go through all 4 and spike them. So it kind of makes it kind of loose because we're spiking these up. So you're always skipping the next one and go into the next one. Spike, there you go. I'm going to do this all the way down to the end. It's almost like that star stitch, only I think you're dealing with 5 loops when you do it. But I guess that is called, I looked that up, that is called the Margarite star stitch. It's like a 5 star. I never knew it was the Margarite, though. This is interesting. See, I'm learning something new every day. All right. Nope, we're skipping that one. We want to make sure that you skip the stitch before you go out onto that chain. All right. You're skipping the chain. That chain going into this one. And this is our last one right here. All right, so there is row one of that. Okay, and that's how you do row one. We're going to chain 3 from here and turn. 1, 2, 3. And then we start out here in the second chain from the hook. And in the next chain, we spike in these. And then we're going to go to the second one, not this one, the second one, and spike up there. Now this was the chain 1 part of it. So you're going into that, you've got 4 loops. All right, so again, you're going into the chain 1, spike from there, and then the last stitch that we started, and then you're going to go to the next chain 1 space that you made, which was right here. From the previous row. So it's in the chain, in the one that the last stitch that we were in the next chain 1 space that we made. So I'm trying to see if this would be easier to understand. So in the chain space, in the last stitch that we worked in, and we're going to skip, this looks like a stitch here, you're going to go into this chain space. This is the chain 1 that we made. You're going to use that. I don't know if that helps. And then the last one here to end this. There is this one right here, where where we started, right here. Oh, come on. Splitting the yarn. That ain't gonna work. There we go. Well, we don't chain one at the end. So then what you'll do is you'll just repeat row 2 until the washcloth is as big as you would like it. I usually do a square. If this is 7 inches, I keep going until it's 7 inches long. So however you want to do it, you're just going to repeat row 2 until your washcloth is complete, and then we'll be back to do the border on this. Okay, so this is what the washcloth looks like with that simple Margarite stitch. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet. I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that first stitch. And then we're just going to put a single crochet in every stitch in every chain 1 space. So there's 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right, and this last stitch right here, we're going to put 3 single crochets in there. And there's about 21 to 22 stitches in between these corners. So we got to try to do 20, either 21 or 22 will make it. We're going to do 1 here. Going down the side here is going to be interesting. So 1 here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, That's not going to work. All right, let's try something different here. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3. And then in this one, we're going to do 4, 5. We're going to do 2 in this one. Okay, there's 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to do 8, 9 in this one. And 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And now we're up here at the top here. We need to put 3 single crochets in here. And then go all the way around like that. So trying to make sure that you have the right amount of stitches in between those corners. And I will see you at the end of this round. All right, round 2. So I'm all the way around there, and we're going to start round 2. We're going to chain 1, and in this first stitch right here, we're going to put a falling leaf stitch in it. So it's a single crochet and 2 doubles, in case you're not sure what a falling leaf stitch is. And we're going to do the same thing in the next 2 stitches. Okay, and we're going to skip the next 2 and do the falling leaf stitch in the next one. So in every third one, you're going to put a falling leaf stitch in. Continuing down the side here. And so now we're at the corner, and on the corner ones, you're going to put a falling leaf stitch in all 3 of those stitches. So it helps us turn this corner. And then you're going to start skipping 2 and put in falling leaf stitch in every third all the way down the side. So you're going to go all the way around like that. It will look like this all the way around when it's done. You can see that, yeah, it'll look like that. So I hope you guys had fun making this stitch with me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.